less lethal contingencies. Alan here. So today we are going to be running some more tests or shooting some 7.3 gram solid aluminum alien play out of the IntruBuster Gen2, Mercury Rise IntruBuster Gen2. But we're going to be using the CO2 stock, the 4 times 12 gram CO2 stock today. That has two times 12 gram Umarex adapters in them. So we're going to be shooting with that and see what we get out of the new barrel and the Reaper suppressor here. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. We'll see what we get for shot count and what kind of power we can get. For today's test, I actually I removed the Home Defense 24 short tuning ASA, and I opted to install my Mercury Rise CO2 optimized ASA. Okay, that came with my X68. Okay, this one here is optimized for use with CO2. In addition to that, I also have the 0.5 restrictor plug that I made and installed on the actual stock itself. And we'll shoot this with 412 grams and see what we get for shot count, see what we get for feet per second out of it. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we had a good test yesterday with just a single 12 gram in the handle. Now I want to see what we're going to do with the CO2 stock. All right, so I'm going to air it up first and check it for leaks. I already pre-punctured these about 10 minutes ago upstairs in the office just to make sure I was still leak free over here and no problems with the leaks. So we're just going to go ahead and air up the bottom adapter first, and then we'll shoot a couple rounds off, and then if everything looks good, it's going good, then I'll go ahead and turn on the second 2x12 adapter as well, and we'll shoot with a combined CO2 combined of 48 grams. So let's air up the bottom one first and make sure the bolt activates and we don't have any leaks. Let's point down there safely. The gun is unloaded. Okay, that's good. Like I said, we're just going to air up the gun on the bottom adapter first. We'll leave this top adapter off in the off position, the on and off switch. We'll put on the 3D printed stock and tighten that up a little bit, snug it up. Check. Another reason why I wanted to use this one is not only is it optimized, I was concerned with having some problems with that extra volume that you get out of the tuning ASA, but not only is it optimized for CO2, it's shorter. And really, with this setup, you really want a short ASA for it to be comfortable, unless you got really long arms. So this is much more comfortable than running the tuning ASA. Okay, so we are aired up, leak free. We're going to be shooting, like I said, the gray 7.3 gram alien play ammunition, solid aluminum ammunition, and this here comes in at 682 is the size of this ammunition. My barrel is a 4.5 inch 686, and I have the 6-inch long Reaper suppressor from MCS on here. So we'll see what we're going to get. Actually, let me put my ear protection on first. Bear with me 1 minute here. We want some air protection with this one. All right, wake the light up. Yeah, and we'll see what we get. We'll see what we can get out of 412 grams. Now I'm not puncturing. I don't have a 12 gram in the handle at the moment. We're just going to go with these 4. And there's 2 zones because of the 2 on and off valves. So we'll start off shooting with zone 1 only on, and then at some point I'll turn on zone 2 once the feet per second drop. Or once I verify no auto fire, then I might just turn on the other zone anyways. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right. 6 rounds. First mag, 6 rounds of alien clay, solid aluminum. 7.3 grams. All right. Just going to call out the feet per second as I shoot. All right, mag 1, shot 1. Mag 1, shot 1. 428.3 feet per second. Shot 2. 409.2 feet per second. Shot 3. 395 feet per second. Shot 4. 379.7 feet per second. Shot 5. 369.1. And the last one, shot 6. 352.9. All right, so that's the first 6 shots, the first magazine. No auto fire with it. I feel pretty comfortable now. I think I might just turn on the other adapter as well. Just wanted to make sure that we weren't going to have any problem. Between the optimized ASA from Mercury Rise, I'm not sure if you can still get them through Mercury Rise, but AR Tactical did have some of these on their website. Some, other places might sell them as well, but basically it's optimized, meaning it's got a very small firing pin orifice through the firing pin. There's no big holes. You could use the stock with any other ASA, but you could also end up finding some problems with the extra capacity if you have a tuning ASA such as the Home Defense 24. I was getting a little bit of auto fire yesterday when I was playing around with that with the Home Defense tuning, short tuning ASA. I was getting a little bit, not bad auto fire, but a little bit, even with the built-in restriction. So using this Mercury Rise optimized for CO2 ASA definitely resolved the little bit of a auto fire. And I mean, maybe some other things you can do to limit it as well. And that would also stand to be true with the 2x12 gram. If you did one of those quick adapters, you might notice, you could potentially have some issues depending on what type of ASA you're using. This Mercury Rise ASA, was designed for use with CO2. So, all right, so that was mag 1. We are gonna take our secondary mag here. We're gonna load her up. We're gonna put the spare, the empty, in here so we can use it as a handle. And we're going to shoot mag number 2. I'm going to go ahead and just close the second on and off as well. This way we got the rest of the gas here. All right, so this is mag 2, shot 1, 7.3 gram alien play. Mag 2, shot 1. 437.6, shot 2. 432.5, shot 3. 436, shot 4. Shot 4 didn't read on the chrony. Shot 5. 427.3, and shot 6 should be the last one for mag 2, shot 6. 420.8. That is all of them. All right. Let's see what we have left for pressure in here. Looks like there is a mini gauge on one of these two on and offs. Looks like it's reading about 700 psi. So I'm going to load up 2 more mags and we'll see if we can get through 2 more mags. Let's see. Let's put this animal down. Turn the laser off. All right, so we're going to load up 12 more rounds of 7.3 gram alien play. Let's pull that, slide that all the way down so it doesn't go flying everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there's 2 mags. And we're going to take our backup mag and we're gonna put her in there. All right, we're still gassed up. Turn the laser back on. And that. All right, so this is what, mag 3? Mag 3, 7.3 gram alien play. All right, here we go for mag 3. Got about 700 PSI left in here. All right, mag 3, shot 1. 432.3, shot 2. 416.8, shot 3. 400, oh, shot 3 didn't read. Shot 4, 401.2 feet per second. Shot 5, 391.9. Shot 6. Shot 6 didn't read either. I don't know if the CO2 cloud is interfering with it or what's the deal there. I'm going to move the cranny back, I think, a little further away from me and see if that helps. So let's do that. Actually, let's put the empty in there. We'll see if that makes a difference at all. All right. We're showing about 600 would be my educated guess here. PSI left on the mini gauge. All right, so this is, you know, I forget how many mags this is now. Oh, all right. Okay, I'm on my 4th mag. I'm sorry. I'm spacing out. All right, so this is my 4th mag. Okay, 6 rounds, 7.3 gram solid aluminum. Mag 4, shot 1. Back away from that cranny a little bit too. Mag 4, shot 1. 395.3 feet per second, shot 2. 377.8, shot 3. Shot 3 didn't read, shot 4. 355.7, shot 5. 346.5, and shot 6 on mag 4. 336.6. So that's 4 mags. 4 magazines. All right. I have about 500 PSI left. I should be able to get another magazine off. So let me load up one more mag. That's what we'll do. I had some by my feet here. 1, 2. I think I got a couple more to draw too. Alien play. That's 3. 4, 5, 6. All right. All right. Well, 6 more anyways. So the cranny, maybe I'm shooting too quick. I don't know. I probably need to allow it some time to reset. Maybe that's the issue. I thought it might have been a CO2 cloud, but the CO2 clouds are known to cause interference. All right, so that was 4 magazines. Okay. Four magazines. This is an empty. We're going to just put this one here. All right, so this will be mag 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more rounds of the 7.3 gram solid aluminum. Magazine 5. Get the lint out of there. Got about 500 looks like 500 psi left, so we'll see if we can get through a 5th mag. If we do, wonderful. If we don't, I'm still happy we got 4 mags, right? 4 mags is like a mag per 12 gram, you know, which is basically what you're getting. You're only getting 6 or 7 shots anyways out of a 12 gram in the handle. So with 4 12 grams, it's 4 mags. Hey, it's less times you have to change, you know, change out your CO2 if you have something like this. Of course, you could use a 2x, you know, just one of these as well, and that's still less times you got to change things out. But if you end up running a drum mag, you really, what's the point in running a drum mag if you got to stop every 6 or 7 rounds and change out your CO2? So the idea of this concept, you know, the concept I had in designing this was so that, you know, you could run a drum mag and be able to use CO2. For guys that prefer to use CO2, I use HPA. I also use CO2. There's benefits, there's pros and cons on both. Some guys don't want to do the investment in the HPA, you know, or maybe it's a convenience thing. So having something like this does allow you to shoot more than 6, 7 rounds with a drum mag and a CO2 stock, or even just one of these adapters would clearly get you a couple magazines anyway. So, all right, so we are on mag 5, 7.3 grams solid aluminum. And let's see if we can get off a full 5th mag or not. All right, shot 1, mag 5. 328.3 feet per second, shot 2. 316.2, shot 3. 300.5 feet per second, shot 4. 289.9 feet per second, shot 5. 276.1, and one more, shot 6, and we are diminishing big time. Shot 6. 258.9 feet per second. And that is it. All right. Not bad shooting. I mean, I probably got a couple more rounds in it. I doubt a full mag. And at this point, it's diminishing so much that, you know, the feet per second, the power probably ain't going to be there anyways, even with the lighter ammo. So I'm just going to stop now. And I'm just going to degas what's left of these tanks. It's reading about 300 psi left. Like I said, probably had a couple more shots, but we're just going to... Nothing frosty is coming out, so it was on the last of its liquid CO2 for sure. Yeah, we're out of liquid. I'm not getting any liquid at all coming through here. But that was a pretty good shooting session. I gotta say, it worked out good. A lot better than it does with the tuning ASA. The tuning ASA is just too much. I was getting a little bit of auto fire, not bad, but a little bit, but it was affecting my shot count big time. That was a test I did off camera. It wasn't worth sharing. I recorded it for my own sake, but it wasn't worth sharing because it was, I only got like 3 magazines out of it, and honestly, 4 is the minimum that you would want out of a setup like this. So, but 5 is kind of perfect because that's like 7 shots a piece and then some, right? So it makes it worth it, especially if you pick up a 18 to 20 or 24 round drum mag for this, then this stock would have enough CO2 volume to be able to, you know, drive all those rounds, you know, which would be wonderful. So, and again, that's why I was designing this to begin with. So, all right, yeah, we're that's the CO2 stock, the 4x12 CO2 stock, and the IntruBuster Gen 2. Okay, and that's with the Reaper, the 4.5 inch threaded barrel, and the Reaper. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace out.